Yo, Jeremiah, what's up, bro? Jeremiah, what's up, bro? Yo, Jeremiah, what's up, bro? Matthew, what's up? Jeremiah, what's up, bro? Why is my chat so delayed, bruh? Better crash out. My gosh, bro. Did my phone charge? I am mad right now. Ah. Let me charge my phone, man. I'm putting you on this Uncanny Valley thing. You better be, bro. How's everybody doing? How's everybody doing? Sorry if there's a delay. I'm new to OBS, obviously, and I don't get why there's a freaking delay all the freaking time, bro. I just had to open 2 sports card packs real fast. Alright. Cut the hair, Aunt. Hey. Hey. No. First pack. PJ Washington. Bro, what are these garbage cards, man? Keon Aldridge. DeMar DeRozan. Oh, okay. I like this card. Giannis. And Taylor Hendricks. Wow. Wow. Let me turn my mic down a little bit. Wow. Okay. That's the first pack. Pack number 2. Bro. Can this pack just open up? Tyrese Maxey. Markel Fultz. Kawhi Leonard. Chet Holmgren. Colin Sexton. Wow. Kind of underwhelming, by the way. I need to start buying better packs. Anyway, everybody. As you can see, I am reacting today. First one, by recommendation of my brother. Why do we fear the Uncanny Valley? I was terrified of Momo when I was younger. I've seen a lot of theories. What do I use? Oh, OBS. Is that what you're asking? How do I, stream? OBS. I need to work on it because I don't know why there's a 5-second delay for chat. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't have to be that way. But anyway, first up, why do we fear the uncanny valley? It's about 15 minutes. It's 9:23 right now, so I need to hurry up because I work tomorrow morning and I need to hurry this up. Why do we fear the uncanny valley? I actually saw this earlier. Well, now you're gonna see my reaction to it. Number 2, Amish girl bullied in public school. Oh my gosh, I actually need to hurry up. And then we're gonna finish off with what happened to Addison Ray. Everybody ready? Lock in chat. Ad break. Ad break.
Okay.
Take a look at this image. How does it make you feel? Spooked? Frightened? Bewildered, maybe? This is the
Bro. Start. Did they cancel this? High-key disappointed, chat. Why'd they cancel this movie, man?
Okay, you all probably know what the Uncanny Valley is.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't, it's a psychological theory that explains the discomfort people feel towards something that looks...
Add me as a mod to your OBS. That's not how that works. That's not how that works. All OBS is a platform that just projects your thing to YouTube. It's just how you manage your stream for YouTube.
Looks almost human, but not quite. As shown in this graph, as something
It was
becomes
supposed to be
more
directed by the person who
human-like
made
in appearance,
Transformers.
people respond more positively to it, until a certain point where we find it disturbing. This dip or valley in affinity is called the Uncanny Valley. Take for example dolls. At the midpoint of the graph, we might have something like this.
Yeah.
You can tell that it's not human, it's cartoony, and doesn't have super realistic features, but then we have something like this. Now me personally,
Who's scared by this? It is. Yeah, that's what it is. This doesn't scare me. Maybe it's because my sister had it when I was younger. Does this scare any of you guys? Chat? Chat, does this scare any of you guys? Ken Jackson. Beans. I know. I'll look at it after. Does this actually scare anyone? Not me. I don't know. Like,
I find
the
this
eyes
a
maybe
little
a little creepy.
I don't know what it
Maybe
is.
the eyes.
There's something in those eyes, man. I don't like it. Now it does vary depending on the person. Obviously, these toys sell, so not everyone finds these
10.
creepy. But there is a reason dolls are a big part of the horror genre. In this video, I'm not going to be focusing on what the Uncanny Valley is, as I kind of just did that, and plenty of others have already covered it.
Right.
Instead, I'll be exploring different
What
theories
the
that
heck?
try to explain why we fear the Uncanny Valley. What in our evolutionary past or psychology gives us this fear of things that look almost human? Will we uncover the answer? Well, you'll have to stick around to find out as we dive into the mystery of the Uncanny Valley.
Where's the intruder?
Uncanny Valley.
Where's the intruder?
Which one is it? What are y'all doing if you see this? 3 a.m. Just trying to grab a snack. Auntie, I don't know what the reaction is. You probably don't want to fight or flight, so it's either 1, you run away, or 2, you fight. Knowing me, I probably just run. This one too. Oh yeah, you guys know what I'm talking about. Absolutely not. Awesome. I already had an ad. It's almost like I had an ad 3 minutes ago. Thanks.
Fair warning, this video will contain imagery that people may find disturbing, so leave now if you don't like that. You know what? Actually, let me get this out of the way. Boo! Oh, that was the scariest one. Not that bad, right? Anyway, now onto the theories. The theory of
get that blicky out.
Mate selection suggests that uncanny features make us feel uneasy because our brains are wired to avoid potential mates who show signs of low fertility, poor health, or weak immune systems.
These are actually all my mods, by the way. This is Jackson, Josiah, Joey. These are actually my mods.
I can see how this could make sense. People have a natural reaction to others they would or wouldn't like to bedoingle with. More attractive people are received more positively in our minds, and less attractive people, not so much.
But I'm not scared of them.
I mean, look at modeling, movies, TV, even politics. A lot of it is cultural, sure, but our brains are wired to favor more attractive people. Though I don't really agree with this theory. For one, we can find people of a group we aren't attracted to unattractive or frightening. Like, we can see straight dudes bullying other straight dudes for being unattractive. Or I guess in the case of the Uncanny Valley, a straight girl can find Momo scary. And for another, I mean, come on. You really think people are scared of these things because they don't want to do the devil's tango with them?
Well, I don't think, okay, this theory I don't agree with. Because like he was saying, I could look at somebody I find completely unattractive, and I wouldn't be scared of them. And I still wouldn't like not be friends with them. I would be friends with people that I don't find unattractive. I mean, that I do find unattractive. That doesn't really matter to me. Why was Thanos there? I think it's just a dude's profile picture. But like, I don't see how this one would be plausible.
Speaking of the devil.
Oh, spiritual theory? Maybe.
Many creatures from folklore and religious texts fall into the Uncanny Valley. Creatures like the Nephilim and the devil from the Christian Bible, the Golem in Jewish folklore, or the Wendigo from Algonquin cultures. All of these are human-like creatures.
Absolutely. What was he eating a person?
With something unsettlingly off.
Doing, bro?
The Nephilim and Golem.
It's been a hot minute, Wedge. How you doing, bro?
Golems, for instance, are giants, larger-than-life versions of human
How
beings.
Have you been?
The devil has the form of a man, but with animalistic features, and the Wendigo, as described by Basil H. Johnston, has skeletal, emaciated features as if it were a hollow shell of a person.
Yeah, Wendigos are
A common theme in these creatures is the idea of soullessness or a broken soul. The idea that they
haven't seen you in a while. Yeah, it's been a minute. I got my PC set up now and stuff. I've been posting streams and regular long form videos and stuff. It's been hard because the algorithm has kind of been against me. And after I had that video hit like 200,000 views, they decided to stop, pushing me out. But we back on the grind. Pretty good. That's good.
They are human-like beings, but distinctly lack the sort of thing that would make them truly alive or human. Kind of like how I feel when someone says Mosasaurus or Pterodactyl's a dinosaur, which they are not. But soullessness is also something we associate with robots or dolls. Human-like, but completely artificial entities.
Right.
This theory, I like to call the religious theory, suggests that our fear of the
Yeah, I like the new setup. Appreciate you, bro. We've been grinding. We're just reacting right now.
Uncanny comes from a deep-rooted fear of the soulless. Demons, fallen angels, golems. Beings that resemble us but lack what truly makes us human. Personally, though, just like the last theory, I'm not totally convinced.
Right.
It's not that I dismiss the theory because it's religious. Rather, I find it hard to believe that we fear something simply because it lacks a soul. After all, there's a lot more concrete evidence backing up other theories. Still, it's an interesting perspective to consider as we explore other theories that may be a little more convincing.
Well, I can see that because, like, when... Maybe it is because I'm religious. Or not even religious. I'm a Christian. Maybe it is the idea of that something doesn't have a soul, but is trying to portray us who has a soul. That kind of weirds me out. But like I see videos of like AI, and when it's like a really like it's easier to be made uneasy by AI, in my opinion. Are y'all afraid of Uncanny Valley? Chat, are y'all afraid of this or no?
The predator theory suggests that there used to be human-like creatures that preyed on humans in the past. Similar to the religious theory, a lot of people associate things like giants, demons, mythological creatures, and cryptids. This is different from the mimic theory though, which I'll get into later, as that these are just creatures that look
Kinda. No, I was at first, but then I got used to it. Right, dude. When I was younger, I don't know about y'all chat, but when I was younger, I was terrified of Momo, dude. She terrified the dog out of me. What's up, Savannah? How you been? How you been, girl? But yeah, I'm not really scared of it too much anymore. But it's mainly Momo and stuff when I was younger that scared me a lot.
Look like humans and are not intentionally trying to mimic humans. The only evidence people really have to back up this theory though is saying something like, oh well, so many cultures across the world have stories about humanoid creatures. They gotta be real, right?
I hate that opinion.
We have stories about humanoid creatures today. A bunch of them. Take the rake for example. There are people who believe this creature exists despite obvious proof of it originating on the internet. On 4chan.
Bro, dude, this thing is terrifying though. Like, dude. Good, and you pretty good for real. Whoever made Momo is true. No, bro. Not even really. The person who made Momo solely made her just for a contest, I believe. It was like a horror character contest. But then somebody took it and made it like a evil thing. Good. I'm doing pretty good, Savannah. Just reacting, enjoying the setup. But bro, like stuff like this, it doesn't really scare me during the day. But if I looked at this at like 3 a.m. and saw that video of being tearing through a door, I'd be pretty scared.
Or Slenderman, 2 girls stabbed their friend over this guy.
I saw this.
If you believe this theory, I don't blame you. It spread a lot across TikTok and Instagram, which if you've seen my other videos, you should know is kind of a theme. Now I will say, there is actual evidence of
some kids in my bus at Chichiro were trolling me with pictures. I was so traumatized. Of who, Momo? Bro, my siblings showed me Momo. And I cried that night. I sat there in my sister's room. I told my sister, I said, I'm not sleeping in my room. I'm sleeping on your room. And I sat there like crying on the floor.
Humanoid creatures existing with our ancestors. They're called Neanderthals and other hominids. Now this is another theory people throw around, the other hominid theory as I like to call it. The theory that we developed a fear of ancient hominid species because they look like us but just a little off and we competed with them. It's not a bad theory. I mean, some of these guys do look a little freaky. Me personally,
yeah, they are.
I don't find them that scary. But one of the main problems I have with this is...
I mean, it's not scary for us now, but think... Back then, they weren't really exposed to the internet. So say... Obviously, I don't know if anyone looked exactly like me. Say you looked like us, like me. But then you had no exposure to the internet. You had no exposure to the outside world, to literature, to books, to the internet, or to anything of that sort. All you had was your tribe of people who looked like you. And that's all you've ever known. And that's hard to think about, but that's all you've ever known. If all I ever know is my own face and people who are very similar to me, and you see this stalking your camp, dude, I'm gonna be terrified out of my pants, bro.
Is if we were...
They looked... wait, I streamed when my mom showed and started crying. I remember that, Matthew. They look so majestic, bro, they do. Bro, the hand resting on the head, bro. Yeah, he's tough.
I'm so freaked out by these guys. Why the hell do I have Neanderthal DNA? I mean, my ancestors bred with these guys.
Well, I think it's because we have Neanderthal, but there's other like humanoid things that were Neanderthals, and one of us won or something. I don't know the theory completely.
Plus, some of these things that are part of the Uncanny Valley do not look like some of these hominids.
The disease theory?
The disease theory suggests that our fear of human-like objects and creatures might come from a prehistoric instinct to avoid corpses and sick people. And it makes sense when you think about it. Robots and dolls that look almost human often have stiff, unnatural movements and lifeless expressions, kind of like someone who's sick or dead. The theory is that our brains still pick up on these signals as a warning, just like it did for our ancestors, even though now we're dealing with robots, dolls, weird CGI, and sick people. I think this theory does make sense for a lot of cases. Take this for example, I
mean, yeah, look at that. That thing looks dead. It's not super scary because of this current state of it. But if you've ever seen autopsies of people, which I have, don't ask how, they're creepy. And, what is that, Elf? I think so, yeah. It was, yeah, that's Buddy the Elf. That's actually they're actually going to use that as the new CGI. But, yeah.
Of a severed head used for the
scary.
show Dexter. Yes, it's fake, it's not real. Please, don't block my video again. It gives off some uncanny vibes, and it is supposed to be a recreation of a dead person, so it fits this theory. Honestly, a lot of Uncanny Valley images apply to this theory. For some examples, Momo, with the shrink-wrapped, skull-like face and bulging eyes.
This haunted me for my entire childhood. Look at this. Mouth agape. Nose shrunk in, eyes bulging. Candace Natch. And she had some chicken body or something.
Eyes. This drawing by Sinister Scribbles, again, a shrink-wrapped, skull-like face with bulging eyes. That old YouTube video called My Dead Great-Grandma's Coffin in My Own Backyard, where that dude kisses a literal corpse. I'm not gonna...
This wait, this happened? No. Am I unaware? Looks like a druggie. For real, bro. Bro. But am I unaware? Who kissed their dead grandmother? Anything was flying back in the day.
I get more into that. If you know, you know. And even the police sketch of the Baton Rouge serial killer almost looks like a pale, dead body. It's even got the dark lips and exaggerated eye sockets. So,
yeah, it's weird.
Mystery solved, right? Well, I'm not entirely convinced. I know I said this for every other theory.
Though I don't really agree with this theory. Personally, though, I'm not totally convinced.
I hate that opinion.
Why the hell do I have Neanderthal DNA?
But I do definitely think this is the strongest theory so far. But there are a few examples that I can't quite fit into this theory. Specifically, CGI and deepfakes. Take a look at this image. Or this one. Some may say they're just a little weird, nothing too bad. Others may say they're scary. Right. Personally, I don't mind.
I'm clipping that. Clipping what? She's a tweaker, Matthew. Bruh, nah, I'm clipping. Wait. But yeah, clip that. Chat. Y'all should clip my stuff or send it to my Discord so I can post it, or y'all should post it yourself. So to help the algorithm. Help me. I don't like Momo, she's scary because of her smile. Bro, it's her smile. Like, her mouth shouldn't be up here, bro. That's what's scary. It's because part of the Uncanny Valley that's scary is the unrealistic features. Matthew, was I the only one who just heard the scream outside?
Mind them too much. I used to watch the Polar Express every Christmas as a kid, so maybe I'm just used to it. But I think we can all agree there's something off about them. But it's not because they look diseased or dead like the last theory. They just look off.
Right.
So what could explain this?
I don't like that one. Oh, dude, no. Bro, it's the smile. It's the smile is not. It's like it's.
EVE Online is a vast universe, alive with the unrelenting activity
can y'all hear that through my mic?
And combined history of its players.
Yeah, with a smile. I don't know. It's like it's unreal. It's not even. Oh, it's kind of big. It's unrealistically big. Have fun sleeping tonight. Well, I'm gonna close the window and hit the hay after this. After I shower.
Homo mimus phallusis, or more simply known as the doppelganger.
Bro's like
a fictional creature concept created by user Ohio Pingu69. What a name. on r/speculative evolution. The doppelganger is a mammalian creature that evolved a particular fancy for human flesh, and relies on it solely as its food source. Evolving in Africa alongside humans, the doppelganger gained adaptations to help it hunt humans in the dark.
I ain't sleeping tonight.
A lanky...
Bro, this thing looks sick though. It's a very cool design. Whoever made this, Ohio Pengu or whatever. Nah, I ain't sleeping tonight.
Body with long limbs that both helped it climb and reach speeds up to 50 kilometers per hour. Cushioned feet that absorb sound, and of course, a face that mimics that of a human.
That's creepy. Especially if it copied your face and opened up, you might be frozen with fear. I have lucid dreams for the past week. Are they scary lucid dreams? Want to know what scares me now? The real Annabelle? Yeah, they lost her. Savannah, they lost the real Annabelle. She was just on the loose. I don't know if they caught her. But everywhere she's gone, she went to New Orleans. And, she went to New Orleans and prisoners escaped. Fires happened somewhere else, and then she escaped. You being for real about the stream, though? I kind of heard it, yeah.
But would you be fooled by this? Probably not, right?
Probably in person.
I mean,
you'd be not
it's got
fooled,
no
but
eyebrows.
shook.
It's completely pale. The eyes are a little far apart.
Well, what happened? Well, what's happening in your lucid dreams? Aren't lucid dreams controlled by you? Isn't it you do what you want type of ordeal? Let me know, bro.
Overall, doesn't look too much like a human. But that's the point. This creature uses the confusion that the Uncanny Valley generates to bewilder its prey before attacking. Now, of course, this thing isn't real, but it's a good introduction to this theory as it distinguishes itself from the predator theory.
Yeah, but yes, but if you think bad thoughts, those come into the dream, I think. Chat, should I do that next stream? A lucid dream video discussing lucid dreams? I've never had a lucid dream. I've had partial lucid dreams to where I can move on my own, kind of do what I want, but I can't really my thoughts aren't that powerful. Dreams are really cool.
This creature evolved adaptations to look like humans because it hunted humans. Things like Neanderthals and other hominids look like humans because we have a common ancestor. Or if we go the religious route, things like giants and folk creatures, for the most part, don't look like humans to trick them. They just look like humans because that's how they were created. That is what distinguishes the predator theory from the mimic.
There was this freaky baby trying to unalive me, and I was straight up anime fighting this fool. We just pulling out Super Saiyan moves, don't hurt me, Super Saiyan, Was that you or no?
Mimic theory. Now, the first idea in this theory is that in our very distant past, as in when we were little rodent things or even earlier, there was something that adapted to look similar to us in order to trick us into trusting it and prey on us. Similar to the doppelganger mentioned before, but way further in the past, and we've just retained that fear. The second idea is that something in our recent past has given us this fear, aka something that is purposely, with thought, imitating humans. Obviously, the main idea of this theory is something supernatural, like a shape-shifting cryptid, or alien, or something like that. But it could also have relation to the other hominid and disease theory. It could be that these other hominids, or maybe even other humans, wore the skin of humans in order to intimidate us or other tribes, and it has been ingrained in us to fear this imitation. There isn't much evidence.
I ain't leaving this stream though. I'm gonna have there's 2 more videos lined up after this.
Backing up this theory, there's no evidence of non-hominid creatures mimicking humans, nor is there any evidence of the supernatural doing this. I mean, there's videos online, but most of that shit's fake, so not much of evidence. Now, if you've seen my other videos, you probably know that I like to debunk stuff. The Philadelphia experiment, Deloitte ape, and the theories of the body girl are all things I've tried to go through and find the truth for. With this, you'd think I'd do the same. I mean, it sounds kind of absurd when you look into it. Humans wearing other human skin, a supernatural shape-shifting creature. I mean, come on. But one night,
I mean, that seems crazy now for the other like skin thing, but like back in the day when it was just like humanoid v humanoids, hypothetically, probably not super crazy to them.
I was really thinking to myself why I feared the Uncanny Valley. I was looking at this image specifically when
this one doesn't really scare me too much, actually. Maybe it's just the vibe right now. If I were to go camping by myself when I get older, I'd bring weapons, because I'd imagine a dude comes out or something. Nah, for real. Especially, you have to find somewhere to camp. You can't camp somewhere where that's dangerous. I ain't sleeping in my room tonight. My closet is broken out by a crack, and the crack is really dark. What if you see her? No, Savannah. She might be like there to like comfort you. She might be like just like, there's the crack in your closet, and she'll be there to comfort you and she'll just stare at you like this. Anyways,
when I really tried to think about it, and I realized this doesn't make me uncomfortable because it looks like a dead person or soulless, or because I don't want to badoingle it, but because it looks like it's trying to mimic a human.
Right.
And that is what makes me uncomfortable. And yet, I'm still not convinced. I know. I'm sorry.
How?
So you know what? Enough of my opinions. Let's look at what the science has to say about it.
Oh, she was weird.
Okay, so I recorded and edited that last part before even writing this part. Little did I know I would not find much of anything that I haven't already said. I did find that the science for the Uncanny Valley is quite debated. In fact, the very existence of the Uncanny...
I think the most believable one probably is the disease theory. I would probably say that the disease theory or the mimic thing. Not solely the mimic as the creature, but it's in general the mimicking of us. Like seeing something that looks like us and isn't us probably scares us, since we know it's not us, but it still looks like us. And then the disease thing, obviously, just the disease thing. I think those are the two most realistic. For real, bro, my autocorrect is pulling up the most random words. What were those faces? Not autocorrect making my words, huh? It's since you wrote it.
Valley, separate from other fears, is pretty debated. The most accepted theories by scientists seem to be the disease theory,
yeah.
And to my surprise, the mate selection theory. There are a lot of other
The mate selection one is stupid. Because, like, chat, y'all should look at me, for example, and say y'all aren't attracted to me. Are y'all scared of me? No. Or even, like, I look at people in public, and I'm like, oh, it's a bad thought, but, like, say you're not. Just say you're not attracted to someone. You're not usually scared of them, so I don't really agree with that.
Theories out there. If you want to do more research, I've got some links in the description. But according to most sources I've found, it's most likely the disease theory. But there really is no solid consensus on why we have this fear, which is why I made a video on it, and why it fascinates me so much. It's something we really don't have a good...
If you just get a dog, you know nothing is there unless they stop barking, but you're cooked when they start growling. Bro, when they start growling, nothing is over. Yep, I'm scared. You should do one on Annabelle. Chat. Next dream. Lucid dreaming and Annabelle video.
Good grasp of.
Question mark.
And it's something creepy that we don't have a good grasp of. So it really, it just really gets me interested. But which theory do you believe in? Let me know in the comments. I know I kind of ragged on a couple of them, but if you believe in one of those, you do you, man. I get the perspective coming from all these theories. Some of these things look in between human and animal, physically unappealing, soulless, predatory, disease, mimicking humans, whatever. Me personally, I'm gonna go with the disease theory. I know.
I'd say disease
it's the
theory.
one the scientists agree on, blah, blah, blah. But I also really like the human likeness theory. I think that one, it's very basic, but it makes sense to me. If you like this video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a comment letting me know why. Or even just say, fuck you, I don't care. Before I go, though, I want to apologize for my giant gap in between videos. Probably
W video chat. What theory do y'all believe? What theory do y'all believe? Annabelle, why? My dog just ate my chocolate. Hopefully it wasn't too much, because that's not safe for them. Let me see. That or the religion theory. Yeah, it's over. Savannah. I think the mimic theory, because I think something about a creature trying to mimic us is freaky. Y'all read chat? Savannah, she was like, I think mimics are skinwalkers are if mimics are skinwalkers real, it's gotta be demons in my opinion. Probably. It's probably a demonic force. Probably a demonic force. Messing with us. But that probably goes for aliens too, if aliens are real. W video guys, like up the live if you're enjoying the live so far. First video over. But like the video to help push it out into the algorithm. And if you have any video suggestions or game suggestions, join the Discord and put it in the video idea section, the tab, or the game video tab. Do that, and yeah. And the next video, Amish girl bullied in public school. Darman Studios. Lock in chat. Skinwalkers to me. Why she low-key getting the zoomies? Who, your dog? Darman's so tough. I like it. Appreciate you, Matthew. I'm sorry, but these Amish fits are not tough, dude. Could you imagine having to wear that? I feel like they were probably uncomfortable. Wearing, like, stuff up to your, like, knees, and then these, like, straps. And then the bonnet thing. Let me have my hoodie.
Your auntie is here to take you to school.
Du kannst das machen, Greta.
This better not all be in a different language, dude. Already an issue. Amish don't believe in technology. They don't take cars. They hit carriages. Dude. This is already an issue. How are we 49 seconds into the video? 49 seconds into the video and there's already a big issue. Wait, is that not a full-grown woman? I guess that's just a teenager.
Oh my goodness, what is she wearing?
She looks like a maid.
What?
This would never happen. Chat, this would never, ever happen. Am I wrong? She has eaten chocolate before and jelly beans and grapes. As long as it's not too much, she should be fine. But I feel this never happened, chat. I never even went to public school, but I don't think if an Amish girl stepped out, they would go, ooh, ew. I feel like the only thing that would really happen is like, oh, look, there's an Amish girl. Isn't that kind of interesting and weird? I feel that's it. How can an Amish person be fat? Because they can still eat a lot of food. Nobody does this. I feel like nobody's doing that.
Clean my locker? Yeah, definitely. With that outfit, ew.
Hey, hop back in.
This video's already like so inaccurate, I feel like.
You're gonna have to be a little late today.
Glow up sash. Glow up sash.
Is this what people wear outside? So much of me is showing.
Your calves and your ankles. So much of me is showing. Your ears.
You look beautiful, okay? It's still modest. And besides, a little bit of ankle never hurt anybody. Now, let's get you to school.
Just stop being Amish, easy answer.
Open your IAD and start a file called calculator.py.
Just, dude, we are so fat.
Your
we are so chopped.
program should let the user choose an operation.
She's no longer Amish. Chad? I was showing this bullet at school. She's not Amish. If she's doing laptops and freaking computers, she's not Amish anymore.
Then,
I mean, for some reason, people made fun of me, my friend in 4th grade, for being part. Okay, well, people are just racist in public school.
ask for 2 numbers. Perform the
This girl, like,
operation.
never seen a computer
display
before?
it clearly.
She must be from Mars or
No
something.
copying.
She must be from Mars or something.
Violence is not going to help with this coding assignment. Why isn't your computer on?
I don't know how to make it on.
You never used a computer before?
That's the correct response. Not, she's never used a computer before? She must be from Mars. No, he's like, oh, you've never used a computer before? Probably took him off guard, but, like, that's it. My question is, why are they even taking Annabelle on tour? She literally has her own blessed case. They've been opening the case, too. They've been opening Annabelle's case, and the person who, the original story with Annabelle, the original owner said never move her because she will release evil spirits.
I think you're right, Julia. I think she actually is from Mars.
Dang,
Hayden,
y'all, Max.
that's enough.
I just they don't have
Everyone
Chromebooks.
else settle.
Settle
It's okay.
down.
You're here to learn.
All right, let's get back to work.
Watch this. Here, maybe I can help.
This girl is from Mars. 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 This girl is from Mars.
Wedge your badge. Nobody's laughing at this. This girl is from Mars. This girl is from Mars. Nobody's going, do you know how everyone's gonna look at you? Ugh.
This girl is from Mars.
Wow.
Stalker much? Yeah, Matt is what you call out of your league. So do yourself a favor and run along before the janitor has to mop up your puddle of drool. Go.
I feel like chat. I have never gone to public school. I was always homeschooled until I graduated this year. Do people actually act like this in public school? I'm convinced they don't. We doing Annabelle. Let's go. Oh, thought we were gonna do some. I don't even know what they were doing. I don't know how she pulled that up so easily. Watch them make fun of her. That looks bomb compared to cafeteria food.
Grody. It's giving straight up prison food vibes. How can you eat that?
I guess it's different from what you eat, but it's
It's mashed potato and corn. It's mashed potato and corns. That's bomb. I'd rather have that than freaking Miss Greta's.
very good. You can try some if you want.
Sure, I think I will.
See,
Don't worry
notice
about
how
those
nobody's
girls.
laughing.
They're the spawn of Satan.
It's
Oh, not literally. They're just mean girls.
Thanks. I guess I'm just not used to such things.
What a pairing. The Amish girl and the alt girl, the emo girl.
I'm from Lancaster.
Okay.
Lancaster, PA? Like the Amish country? Is it your first time in Pittsburgh?
That's Noah.
The first time I was in Pittsburgh was a few months ago. My auntie.
Auntie? Oh, you mean aunt.
She took me for a drive through the city. It was my first time out in the world.
Want to know why I took you the long route?
Why, Auntie?
Because Pittsburgh is the only city with its own entrance.
It was like nothing.
There's no way that's true. That's made up. That's gotta be made up. Yo, what? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Thing I had ever seen. All of the lights, bridges,
mean,
tall buildings. Auntie Rebecca took me to
Auntie, eyes on the road. That was like 30 seconds of eye contact. We're gonna die.
a place to listen to live music. And there was this woman, Liva. Something about the way she sang and performed, the way the whole room felt. And in that moment, something in me wanted to be.
She is my stalker. It isn't that cool, bro.
Just like her.
Actually.
Singing and performing on stage. My auntie left her community to see what's out there. She's a lawyer now. I think I may go too. To see what else is out there in the world.
So you're chasing your dreams. It's inspiring.
Go through a tunnel and see, dude. It just go. It is. Yeah, it isn't that cool, bro. Actually, you just go through a tunnel and you see a bridge. Ooh, I mean, like, yeah, that's nothing crazy. You can drive through Michigan and there'll be a little like "Welcome to Michigan" sign where I live. That's it.
Well, if you ever need a homegrown yinster as your tour guide, you can always hit me up. Here, you can text yourself so you have my number. Right. Sorry.
Here's my address so you can write me.
My cousin's band is playing tonight. You should come.
What is up with that girl? Was she raised in an underground bunker or something?
Or a cult?
Is she like, dude? Like girls like this, they don't exist. Are they? It's an unhealthy obsession at this point. I'm gonna be up later. See you, Savannah. Yeah.
Why don't we take a break and watch some TV for a sec? Okay.
Was that a Dhar video? Is he promoting his own video within his video?
Hayden?
Bye.
Are we still family even though we have different parents?
Of course we are. And I'm always gonna protect you.
Hello?
I'm gonna go check on Mom really quick, but you stay here, okay?
What did I tell you about treating your teammates with respect?
Hayden, isn't this like so cringe?
Yeah, it's giving like colonial cringe.
So what's gonna happen? It's a Dhar video. What's gonna happen is she's gonna sit there and she's gonna be like, wow, you know what? Everybody has their hurt and their issues. And what happens in the dark always comes to light. Yeah, I know. What is happening down there?
How do you know how long and how hot?
You can change the settings.
How do you know what setting?
The clothes tell you. I mean the tags on the clothes.
No, the clothes speak to you.
Technology has not advanced that fast. Ready to see your room? That's for you. A little Rumspringa gift.
What is a Rumspringa?
Thank you, but this is too much. I would not even know how it works.
It's okay. You'll learn.
Learning.
Andy, do you think you could take me somewhere tonight?
Hey, you made it. Oh, here comes my cousin now.
Oh, it's gonna be the boy. It's gonna be the boy she likes, and then they're gonna get together, and they're all gonna be a happy family. He's so tough.
They used to have a lead singer, but her dad's in the military, so they moved to a different state.
Wow. My baby don't mess around because you love me so. drop. Well, yeah, she's gonna drop and break the phone. She's just scared and turn down.
Great job, little guys.
Lil? I'm 2 months older than you.
This is my new gal pal, Greta. She just moved here. Greta, this is Matt, my amazingly talented cousin. Oh, crap. Be right back.
W Riz the phone, bro. No, actually, yeah, she's gonna drop it and shatter. And she's gonna go. Oh, oh. Dude, that's Riz, chat.
You are very talented. You sing well.
I'm just a placeholder until we can find a permanent lead.
I'm gonna tell a little cold freak off.
Oh, wait. Let's be a little more tactical. Still have that pick?
I don't think that's.
Yes.
Bro, this is not working.
Okay, watch it. Invasion of privacy much?
Hello? Invasion of privacy much? You sat there and you went and freaking like Canva and made some crappy thing that says "Beware of Greta."
You do know that if you printed those at school that it traces back to your account, so shred those and find something better to do with your life.
Tactical.
This seat taken? It's Greta, right?
W Riz, chat. That would be shocking that your best friend's cousin is your crush. I mean, it is, dude, but hey, Riz is Riz, okay? Watch this Riz. It's about to go down.
Welcome to Music Theory, everyone. For our first assignment this semester, you'll be working with one of your peers to write a song.
Oh, they're gonna work together.
Go ahead and partner up.
They're gonna work together.
Be partners.
I ship this so much. I love them. I love them. I ship them, chat. I ship them.
Just ever seen a vending machine?
Watch this.
Watch that.
First time using a vending machine? So it's voice operated. You have to give it a command.
No.
And then it'll give you what you want.
No.
Go ahead. Try.
Oh, okay. Vending machine. Give me E5.
You're not giving it enough authority, and you really have to enunciate. Keep trying. You'll get it.
I would say, hey, you! Show me, bud!
Vending machine. Give me E5. Vending machine. Give me E5.
This is not okay,
Bro,
dude.
what are you doing yelling at the vending machine?
Who
It's
thought
not
of
magic. Chips on me.
Chips on me, that said honey. Are those honey chips? LOL, the side.
Hey,
Okay,
don't listen
funny,
to those
though.
girls who let them push your
It's creative. I mean, it's messed up, but it is creative. It is. Yeah, it got a chuckle out of me. The side eye, yeah, right, cringe, but funny,
okay?
right?
Come on.
Come on, Jerly.
Anyways.
Let's get out of here.
Mom, you ready to go? I gotta pick Bobby up from school. Mom?
Oh gosh.
Your stepdad got full custody. We can't see your brother anymore.
You're gonna fight it,
What?
right? I mean, we can't let him take him.
You have any idea how hard I fought for partial custody?
Change of events.
He's Bobby's biological father. There's nothing we can do.
Can do or will do.
Add, of course. Yay. Yay. Chat, how do we get monetized so I can get premium, please?
Leaks can be scary.
Cooked. Dang, I know, bro. Dang,
Just
like,
wait,
that's
I'll
sad.
have to take you to Primanti's. You'll be
looks
surprised how much they can fit between.
Nerd gummy clusters? Dude, nerds? Chat. Nerds and ice cream is bomb. If you've never had nerds and ice cream, Trust.
between 2 slices of bread. So, what's the status?
She's tough.
School any better today?
Vending machine. Give me E5.
Today was a little difficult. I think some of
Wait, I saw the lady needs to chill out on the drinky drink.
the students find my naivety to be amusing.
Right.
Believe me, I remember how hard it was when I first left the community. No doubt there's an adjustment period.
They just never addressed that. Like, we picked up on that. They never addressed that she was leaving the community. The title is Amish Girl Bullied in Public School.
But like the saying goes, if you want to stand in the sun, you have to expect some blisters.
Never heard that in my life, by the way. No, but who just sits there and turns on music in public and just goes, yeah, Be so for real, bro.
A little drop of sunshine at the right time when things look great. A little drop of sunshine.
This song was written by AI. Dhar Mann definitely used ChatGPT to write this.
Sunshine, the right time is all I need. Little drop.
Was machst du da?
Sorry, Mom. Kann ich dich was fragen? Glaubst du, ich kann für eine Zeit lang zu Andy gehen? I do not want to do wrong in the eyes of the Lord. But I wonder what else is out there, Mom.
The life we have here is good.
Do Amish believe that it's a sin to do as such? I didn't know that. I didn't know they believe that it's wrong.
And simple. It's your Rumspringer. But just remember, if you decide to get baptized and then you leave, you'll be shunned.
You'll be shunned, bro. What? What was that dancing? That was tough, is what that was.
Too soon,
It was tough
old.
dancing.
Too late, smart. But it's your decision.
So...
Would she shun her? Would her own mother shun her?
I was thinking of doing something acoustic, and we could... You okay?
Wouldn't it be inappropriate for me to be alone in your room with you? Won't your parents?
I see the wrist. Chat. Be so for real. We see this wrist going on, and we love it.
Mind?
I'm gonna do a store run. You kids want anything?
Condemned it.
I'm okay. Greta?
No, thanks.
Okay.
I wasn't trying to make you uncomfortable. This is just where all my music stuff lives.
That
It's
guitar
totally
stuff.
cool though. I can move my keyboard downstairs.
It's okay. I'm just not used to this.
Guys, what do you mean? Wedge, what do you mean? What's up?
What's this? Receipts. I collected everything I could to prove we have a case to get Bobby. I even looked up some lawyers that we could hit up.
Hayden, stop. This has all been so exhausting. I love Bobby, I do. But asking me to get in front of a judge again and divulge about everything that has happened, I just can't.
So you're just gonna let them take Bobby? Mom, if I was 18, I'd be fighting for custody myself, but I'm not. Come on.
This vid is interesting. Now, dude, this vid. So the thing with Darman videos, there's, look right here. See this right here. This is the person who's new. They're new to something. They're a victim. Right here, they're a victim and they get bullied. And then there's the person right here, like her, who bullies this person. But they secretly have something very sad and heartbreaking going on in their life. And then it makes these two break this barrier and be friends. Friends forever.
Where are you going?
What's it to you? You don't even care that Bobby's gone. I'm crashing with a friend.
Poor mom.
So, what do you think?
Okay, that's insane because I'm not even Amish. For real, exactly that's how it is in every single Dharman video. Dude, if someone shows me a whole thing of music notes, I don't think.
I don't know what it would sound like, but I trust your expertise.
Here, let me show you.
Yeah, I saw that one time Dharman unalived someone's dad for story enhancement. I saw that. Yeah, poor mom. For real, for real. Shout out to all the single moms out there.
Oh, okay. So it would be like, I wanna wander out of the valley where the river takes us far away from home.
Guys! She's gonna be the lead singer of his band, and they're gonna get together. Oh my gosh! Guys! I'm so hyped. I love this.
Yeah, yeah, that's exactly it. Your voice is amazing. Did you sing at your old school?
My old school didn't have music, but I think music is truly amazing.
Music is so tough.
So you're just naturally talented.
Oh.
Whoa. You know, our band is looking for a new lead singer, if you're interested.
Guys, I called it. Yeah. Yes. She's been at school for like 3 days. How can she read music theory and music notes fluently? Why are we still bullying people? And the big 2-5. Where has she been? Her. Where has she been, bro? People, okay.
I can't believe Matt's into that freak. Just the cherry
I don't, dude. Why are people like this? I couldn't
on
live
top
this
of
way.
everything else wrong with my life.
Speaking of that weirdo,
Follow my lead. Hey, Gret. Look, I know you probably low-key hate me.
She needs to turn her back and shun them, bruh. The same way her Amish family would shun her. Shun them, bruh. No, dude. Absolutely not.
But
I don't hate you.
Well, I just hope you can forgive me. I mean, it was all just a little bit of friendly hazing. I'm sorry.
uh-huh. We're both really sorry.
To make it up to you, how about we help you get ready for your show this weekend? I mean, girl to...
No.
Girl, you
No.
high-key stick out like a sore thumb.
Wow.
But we could do your makeup, help you put a fit together.
A fit?
Outfit. We'll come by your place before the show to help you get ready, okay? Okay. Toodles.
Bro, just ask her
I have
aunt.
a letter for you from back home. It's
Oh
from your mom.
gosh. What the? Oh, it's gonna be like, I shun you. Never. Greta, never come home. I heard you were doing your little music crap. Never come home. We hate you. What does it say? Oh gosh, what did I say? Did I joke? I hope this letter finds you well, my dear daughter. I have been thinking of you constantly and felt it was right to share some thoughts with you. I know you are standing at a crossroad, a place where decisions feel heavy and the future uncertain. You may be unsure what path to take, and that's okay. Rumspringa is a time in our culture that has great significance. It is a time to experience the world outside of our own community and to understand what it means to live life without the restrictions of our faith. It is a period where you are given the freedom to make choices, to explore and to learn about who you are and what you believe. I understand that this time can bring with it many emotions. Freedom, confusion, excitement, and maybe even fear. But remember, this is an important step in our journey. Your journey. And it's meant to help you grow strong in your faith, your beliefs, and your understanding of the world around you. As your mother, I want you to know that I am proud of you. I am proud of the person you are becoming. You have always been you've been wise beyond your years, and I have faith that you will make the right choice for yourself during this time. Something in the values that you've been raised with, but also trust your heart. Yep. Why is she crying? Oh, she's just praying. Okay. W's. Is that the mom? Or is that her? Aww. I feel bad for her character.
Are you okay?
It keeps going to voicemail.
I can't get a hold of her either.
Hey guys, you're up.
This sucks. Like I feel bad.
Hey guys, we're still waiting on our new lead singer, Greta. I think she might just have a little bit of stage fright.
Are you sure? Trust me, you look so good.
But Greta, if you're out there,
Did get her with clown makeup.
we would love for you to come on stage and...
This is one that I actually feel bad for the people. Like it feels fake, but it feels like so like
Perform.
I feel I'm
Go on, your
mad.
fans are waiting for you.
That's not even bad. That's not even. Hello. Like yeah, it's different, but like you can definitely see a band doing this, like an aesthetic. If you wanted to make her to look chopped, make her to like just look chopped. But like this is it's an aesthetic. Nobody's laughing at that. Hey, this guy right here is enjoying his role too much. Looking, no, for real, bro. Wait, me? Are you saying I look like that? This dude's just enjoying his role. Nobody does. And that's an aesthetic that people actually do.
Greta, what?
Is it a Kiss aesthetic? The band Kiss? And like a Harley Quinn Joker aesthetic. It's not tough, actually. Chanting Freak is insane.
Have you seen yourself in the mirror?
No, Hayden and Joy said it was bad luck to see yourself before a show.
They were lying. Look.
It's not even that bad. Make her look insane, dude. If we're gonna set for the story. Can't even be mad. It's not even feel bad.
Didn't know I bought tickets for a freak show.
This isn't happening, dude. I hope that pillow is warm tonight, dude. I hope it's steaming. I hope your pillows are warm. I hope every time you eat food for the next 3 weeks, it burns your tongue. I hope you can't get enough. I hope every glass of water you get is cold. I hope your pillow is warm, and I hope your Wi-Fi doesn't work on your phone.
Mom? I'm just coming to grab clothes and I'm leaving.
But I just got here.
What? Oh my gosh.
No, yes, I'm happy. Family reunion. Go apologize to Greta. Now.
I've been trying to call you, but you must block my number.
How?
Blocking your own mother. Dude, blocking your mother and her hitting this. My mom is not hitting this pose if I block her. She's going. She's taking my phone because she's not. If she's in high school, she's not paying for her own phone.
I met this girl at church and...
Real.
Are you okay?
Her name was Greta.
When I think back to a year ago, I would have never imagined that I would be in the outside world. So I understand what it feels like to do something so daring and to fight for something that you believe in. My auntie always tells me,
my auntie,
if you want a place in the sun, you have to expect some blisters. Actually, I think my auntie may be able to help you.
You might know her. She goes to your school. Her name is...
Greta? Greta's not here?
Aw.
Julia, you're here. Hayden, I saw you come in. Well, all right. Let's get to work, shall we?
Aw. Here comes the reconciliation.
Tired of typing tons of notes during class?
I'm tired of ads, is what
There's
I'm tired
finally
of.
a better way. It's
This is
called
the fifth
Otter.
ad this video, man.
Let's say I'm in class. I just
Where's
hit
my
record,
mouse?
and as you can
Lizzie. Wait, is Greta okay? She wasn't in class today.
Is she okay? No, she's not okay. She's moving back to Lancaster today.
No!
Because of you.
No, please. Please. Please, I need Guitar Boy and Greta to get together! Please! Dude! Come on.
Are you sure?
She does not want to go back.
stop.
She almost just got hit. She almost just got decked.
I got this.
Come on, Greta. You got this, girl.
Please, just don't go.
Guitar Boy is crazy, dude. I'm invested in the story. I need
get it.
this.
I'm the worst. I've just been going through a lot.
With your brother. I know.
Wait, you knew that was my mom, and you still decided to help her? Why?
Because I was raised that way.
Because Greta's tough. That's why.
Being Amish, we believe in a peaceful existence full of humility and forgiveness.
What is this? What is this jolly hour montage?
And not to repay evil with evil or hate with hate. Instead, we focus on patience, faith, and love. I have a very big and loving family back home. I'm out here on my Rumspringa. But the thing about Rumspringa is that I have to decide whether I stay with my community or I leave for good.
Does she know this is her
I came out here
family?
hoping to decide whether I had a life beyond my community, which I love. And I was willing to say goodbye to all of it for some silly dream. But the world, out here, it clearly does want me.
That's not true. I'm sorry. And I, truly, legit mean it this time. I was mean and jealous.
Why would you be jealous?
You're pretty without even trying. And I've seen the way Matt looks at you. I've known him for years, and I've never seen him look at anyone like that. Just
stay away from her. And stay away from stay away from Guitar Boy. Guitar Boy's all hers, buddy. Hers. You can go have someone else, man. You know how nonchalant Dreadhead drummer
Don't
boy.
leave because of me, because I'll never be able to forgive myself if you do. Time for a fresh start?
That means I get more time with you too.
All right, just a few more steps.
Is this another prank?
Cross my heart. And open.
That's her. That's her mom. That is. Am I tripping? That's her mom. She gets to meet her hero.
I figured I owed you another concert, and Lizzie said you liked this place, so my mom and I made a few calls, pulled some strings.
But I've never performed in front of an audience before. And until a year ago, I didn't even know if I wanted to. I was terrified to see what it would be like in the limelight. But if you want to stand in the sun, you have to expect some blisters. This is a little song me and my boyfriend wrote. And
Yes. Take the shackles off my feet so I can dance. Yes, this is the greatest couple. Yes, Darman, you did your thing. I'll give you this one, Darman. You did your thing. Greta and Guitar Boy Matt. Chef's kiss. This is beautiful.
Enjoy.
This is cinematic. I want to wander. Free me. Far away.
Time to ponder.
Yeah.
Fields around me. Where there's nothing but the breeze and the great unknown.
Scary unknown.
So don't throw your hopes down a wishing well. Let your heart's desire carry you. Come and sail with me to the open ocean.
Hit that note, Retta. Okay. Best Starman video I've ever seen. Best Starman video I've ever seen. Starman. Cast me. Next video. W video chat. You know, I can actually say that. W video. W ending, bro. Dude, actually, that was beautiful. Strange kid, Egypt, dude. No. Last video. What happened to Addison Rae? If you guys don't know who Addison Rae is, TikTok influencer. She was really, really big. I think top 3 most followed on the platform at a point in time. If you don't know her, this video should still be interesting. I've watched some of 11 stuff before. He is a good content creator, and he'll make it interesting. Once again, any games or videos you want me to react to, go in the Discord. There is the video suggestion tab, or the video idea tab, and then I believe there's a game idea tab. Log in.
Addison Rae truly went from posting family-friendly TikTok dance videos, such as this one,
yeah, she just kind of did,
to now abandoning her TikTok page, posing topless in photo shoots,
okay,
and even smoking cigarettes between her toes, all in an attempt to reinvent herself as pop music's next.
Why do people do this, man? JoJo Siwa did the same thing. They want to have that, like, emo chic
superstar. However, is it working? Or will Addison just go down as another TikToker who tried music and failed miserably? 5 years ago, Addison Rae was the #1 highest paid influencer on TikTok. But yet, as we're about to see, despite her risky rebrand having sparked even more controversy, can Addison Rae prove everyone wrong? There's no denying that TikTok forever changed the music industry. However, although countless artists...
TikTok now is really a platform where you can get viral off of one song. If you sit there and you post a TikTok and you've worked really hard on a catchy song, and you post it and you promote it and you pay to promote it, man, there's a chance you can go viral. And it's okay to do music and TikTok. I think it's just hard. I don't think you should abandon your TikTok or your YouTube for music because you're not guaranteed to stay there. Sit here and do your little dances and your trends and have a little side music career. Lil Nas X, Old Town Road was one of the first like.
Lil Nas X, for example, have been able to harness its viral power into platinum hits. At the same time, though, nobody has ever successfully transitioned from TikTok fame into a legit musician, especially not on Addison Rae's level.
Yes, but it's not the. I'm gonna hop off the stream, bro. Stream, I'll try to get on the stream, bro. Bye. See you, Wedge. Appreciate you stopping by. But I mean, it's possible. I wouldn't say never say never. It's a newer thing, so it hasn't happened yet. But look at like Sabrina Carpenter. She's been and she's a big musician now, and she started off as a Disney Channel actor. So it's possible to make that career switch. You just have to be smart about it.
Oh yeah, of course. Here, let me do this TikTok really quick. Yeah.
As currently the 5th most followed account on the platform. Due to Addison Rae's newfound love for music, though, she has basically stopped posting to TikTok, going ghost on her 88 million followers. A move that, we'll see in a second, has actually helped people take her more seriously as an artist. Because from others like JoJo Siwa, Bella Poarch, or even her former good friends, Dixie and Charlie D'Amelio, despite their attempts, none of them have been able to achieve what Addison just did. Land a song on the Billboard Hot 100 chart.
That Bella Poarch song didn't hit top 100? There was the one on Fortnite. La 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 la. That's all I remember. That didn't hit top 100?
Thanks to some help from pop veteran Charlie XCX.
Yeah, I think when I played it for Charlie, she just immediately, when I said Diet Pepsi in the song, she was like, what? Why isn't the song called Diet Pepsi? And I was like, I don't know. Why? Like, I don't know. Is that just crazy? And she was like, no, you should 100% call it Diet Pepsi. And I think at that point I was kind of like, I mean, why would I doubt Charlie?
I am Addison's #1 fan. She is such a wonderful person. She has so many good songs.
But in addition to her good friend Charlie XCX calling her a, quote, genius, and then letting Addison feature on the Brat Remix album a massive cosign, even Rosalia agrees.
That's dope,
Against all odds, Addison Rae's new music and rebrand is continuing to surprise fans by the week. However, the question still remains though, how did this cringe TikTok girl that everyone forgot about now become a serious name in pop? The truth is, Addison has definitely not done it alone, or without more controversy and hate. Considering that not only was Addison Rae's debut single produced by Benny Blanco, who really needs no introduction.
Yeah, bro was insanely talented. He produced songs like Cold for Move Like Jagger, Maroon 5, big hits like that, but even like hip hop and rap stuff.
Well as written by her legendary team of songwriters who assist on every release. But then considering that Addison got her record deal through her boyfriend, knowing the Columbia Records CEO, all of this has only led to claims of Addison Rae being an industry plant, with no real talent. So is that true? Well, in order for us to fully understand the entire story and answer this question, first we have to go back to where it all started. Prior to TikTok even existing, Addison Rae Easterling believed that she had discovered a different path into the entertainment industry, a degree in broadcast journalism. Deciding to enroll at LSU in August of 2019, just 1 month after creating her TikTok account, it wasn't long though before Addison's life changed forever, all thanks to an app. Starting off by uploading dance videos like this one to trending.
Bro, legitimately, is it? I feel like if you're an attractive girl and you know how to dance, dude, you're going to you have a good chance of going viral on TikTok if you're consistent. Because like I can do this, but I'm not going to go viral because of it.
Songs.
Maybe
With the
I'm
help
wrong.
of her attractive looks, Addison Rae quickly surpassed her first 1 million followers in October of 2019. But while still a freshman in college, although failing to make the LSU girls dance team, which had been a dream of hers since a little kid, as we can see by this video though, Addison would use her fresh TikTok clout to finesse her way around campus.
Athletes are following me.
All right,
here. This Grant Delpit followed me last night, and I was like,
All right, look.
I was like, what do you want?
You follow us on Instagram. Go do it now. I'll follow you back.
Okay,
It's
you're
a
gonna give me
league
no
status.
credit card though?
I probably can. I could probably work that.
Hey, I only do it for the no covers.
However, as her cringe dance videos continued racking up millions of views, Addison was forced to make a decision. And with the full support of her family, who has certainly brought their own drama into headlines these past few years, including her dad, Monty, who crashed out on social media, and then her mom, Sherry, who we can see here, infamously linked up with Young Gravy.
Young Gravy has
But 3 months into her first semester, though, Addison Rae made the decision to drop out of LSU and move to LA with her mother.
I need a bad bitch. Addison Rae. Shawty the baddest.
Along with the Kid Leroy making a viral song about her, and then forming the Hype House with the help of other dancing teenagers that exploded into fame. In early 2020,
Didn't Hype House like die out?
Addison Rae officially signed
The longest lasting social media house I can think of is Face House.
with the talent agency known as WME, joining their established roster of A-list stars, and they got right to work diversifying her brand. Now, Addison's TikToks themselves have always been pretty easy to make, just dancing and lip-syncing some lyrics, such as still her most viewed video to date doing Cardi B's WAP dance. But then, besides launching a Spotify podcast with her mother in 2020, Forbes actually published an article revealing that through her various endorsement deals with all types of brands such as Fashion Nova, American Eagle, and Reebok, to name a few.
Fashion Nova? I thought was like a Sheen type thing, but they're like straight up legit, aren't they? They seem dope.
Rae was officially the highest earning influencer on TikTok, raking in an insane $5 million in the year alone. But, although Addison Rae had already become a Gen Z household name by age 19, she always knew she wanted to take things further. However, despite finally mustering up the courage to take this big leap, at first though, it honestly felt like the harder Addison tried, the more hate she got. And if it weren't for one lucky, unexpected break a year later, Addison Rae would have already quit. So what happened? While many would be content making $5 million off a dancing app, ever since the day Addison signed, she's expressed her desire to expand. I want to act, I want to sing, and I want to dance, she told her managers. I know I can if I just get the chance to prove myself. So, with a bit of extra time thanks to the COVID lockdown, Addison actually began taking vocal lessons and booking studio sessions as far back as 2020, but kept them a total secret. And rather than signing to a label right off the bat, she instead opted to pay for these sessions herself, allowing the freedom to choose exactly who she wanted to work with.
That's 100% fair and a valid thing to do. Record labels are kind of scummy.
Which, according to Vogue, Addison already had an extensive list of hitmakers in mind, starting with the Swedish pop powerhouse Rami Jakob, whose songwriting and production work has spanned everything from Britney Spears' Baby One More Time to Beyoncé's Alien Superstar. However, despite acknowledging the impending difficulty, stating, quote, "It's a risk knowing that people don't want to see somebody try something new." In 2021, though, Addison Rae did exactly that. But it started off terrible.
At 7 News Detroit, your voice matters. Watch weeknights at 5 and 6.
Can't skip, question mark?
In case you didn't hear, TikTok star and social media sensation Addison Rae recently starred in a Netflix movie called He's All That. It's a remake of a movie from the 90s, and it is just... starred in a Netflix movie called He's All That.
That's what's-his-face from Cobra Kai.
It's a remake of a movie from the 90s, and it is just... a mess. It is simply a hot mess. There's no other way to describe it.
Besides making her acting debut in the 2021 Netflix comedy titled He's All That, a gender-flipped remake of the 1999 film She's All That, despite being the most streamed movie on Netflix the day it released, reviews from fans and critics were pretty awful, and rightfully so. But then, along with breaking up with her TikTok boyfriend, Bryce Hall, and beginning to date this guy, Omar Fetty, an LA-based producer with red hair and multiple platinum credits himself, including 24K Golden's Mood, who I actually covered in my last producer with red hair.
Jeez. Mood was insanely big. Stay was insanely big. Montero was really, really big. Unholy was really, really big. BMF was really, really big. APT was really, really big. Without You was big. Go was good. That was good. That's What I Want was big. I just can't think of this. If we're ranking these, 1, 2, 3, 4.
And multiple platinum
Something like
credits
that.
himself, including 24K Golden's Mood, who I actually
That song
covered
was
in my
massive,
last
dude.
video. 2021, though, was also the year which saw Addison Rae take another leap of faith, releasing her first ever song.
Performing her debut single, Obsessed, once again, here's Addison Rae.
Prior to performing her debut single, though, on Jimmy Fallon, for 6 straight months before Obsessed released, Addison held lessons with this guy, Jacob Kasher, 5 times a week at his private studio
that?
in Hollywood. And Jacob, aka J Cash, is yet another veteran hitmaker in the industry, with credits next to Charlie Puth, Jason Derulo, Kesha, and Maroon 5, among others. And now added to his legendary list was Addison Rae. In fact, once J Cash felt she was good enough, he actually agreed to release Addison Rae's early music via his own independent record label, which, as we can see here, is Sandlot Records.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I'm always gonna write songs. I want to always keep that sword sharp, but I feel like my end goal is to just run a record company.
And their first release was Addison's debut pop single, Obsessed, in March of 2021. However, to deeper fuel those claims of her being an industry plant, though, with no talent, Addison's help behind the scenes stretches far beyond just Jacob. Combined with teaming up with this guy, Adam Mersel, the former manager of BB Rexa, according to Rolling Stone, Addison also hired the top-tier publicity agency, The Lead Company, to handle her media outreach. But that wasn't all. Along with again teaming up with legendary songwriter and producer Benny Blanco on Obsessed, Addison also received help from Ryan McMahon and Blake Slatkin, plus executive producers Madison Love, Tia Scola, and Brett McLaughlin, all of which have countless A-list credits to their name. So, obviously we can see that since the very start, although Addison is not afraid to admit this tremendous help she's received.
Is it frustrating when people credit that to like some sort of team, or, you know, people are like, the publicist is working overtime? Do you feel like, no, that's just me?
Honestly, luckily I love my team and publicist, but...
Oh, and the team is top tier, may I say.
I do have an incredible group of people surrounding me, thank God.
And although ghostwriters are actually very common in today's music industry, from even the biggest artists, of course, this still hasn't stopped
Ghostwriters are everywhere.
internet haters
Drake uses
from
them,
pointing
Kendrick
out
Lamar
the
uses them,
facts,
Taylor Swift
such as
uses
how
them, I
she'll
think.
even admit, Addison Rae had no idea what musical keys were. Those are basic things that people in music, people who have done this their entire lives, know.
Yeah, but honestly, you don't really need to know what that kind of stuff is now to go viral. There's pitch corrector, auto-tune, ghostwriters. You just have to have a love for the game, I guess.
I'm a little late to the game when it comes to knowing all this information, but I won't stop learning. However, with her debut song's chorus reading, "I'm obsessed with me as much as you," as you could guess, the response to Obsessed and its music video was very poor.
Why do you think people hated the song?
I mean, you know, people have their reasons. I think some people don't like the track, some people didn't like the lyrics, some people didn't like that it was me singing it. But it happens. I mean, it's nothing, you know, to take too hard.
This song just proves Addison should stick to lip syncing. One of the top comments reads,
The thing is, like, why leave that comment, though? It's just an unnecessary
we're about to
thing.
see in a second. Fans' reaction to Obsessed was the exact opposite compared to her latest music here in 2025. So, how was Addison able to do the impossible and break free from those TikTok chains? If you hate Obsessed, stream it again and let me know what you hate about it, Addison tweeted, leaning into the viral hate. Despite all of the songs she had helped make famous in her career, Addison Rae's own debut failed to crack the Billboard Hot 100. But that's normal for a new artist, right?
Right.
Well, as she continued to try experimenting and branching out in 2021, it seemed like everything was backfiring right in her face. And as it would any teenager who stumbled into worldwide fame, all of these negative comments were certainly weighing on Addison off camera.
Admitting that with mounting fame, she's had to contend with an onslaught of trolls, saying, "I've dealt a lot with online hate and social media drama, with people that are very opinionated and don't want people to be happy."
It turns out that Obsessed was originally supposed to be the lead single for Addison Rae's debut album. However, that album quickly got shelved due to her lack of confidence at the time. "I put out Obsessed, and people didn't love it as much as I loved it," she told Vogue. "I was 19, and it kind of crushed me for some time.
Yeah,
I started feeling a lot of self-doubt, and those
2
big
years
dreams
older
that
than
I was
me, it was just crazy to
pursuing,
think.
such as becoming pop's next it girl and working with the biggest names such as Charlie XCX, I just thought, maybe I'm not good enough to do this." Addison Rae was literally about to quit music forever. That was until what would have typically been an artist's worst nightmare, then turned into her big break. I was shocked, Addison says, noting that she still has no idea how the songs got out, forcing her to confront her insecurities head-on. Back in February of 2022, Addison Rae was forced to watch as multiple unreleased songs of hers mysteriously leaked onto the internet. Now, leaked songs are an issue for almost every major artist, especially in the hip-hop scene, such as Playboi Carti, for example. However, something strange happened, though, as soon as Addison's songs leaked. They started blowing up. I was just really surprised. After what felt like a long period of time, I was surprised that people were so interested, and wanted to see me continue. And so, I began to realize that the only way I can fail is by not continuing. But as her leaks continued to go viral, fans started begging Addison Rae to release them, including Charlie XCX, who
I think she just had to pace herself. I mean, you're really focusing, like I said, I would, if you're trying to transition, I would really still do TikTok and transition. But I think she was stressing her out, stressing out her psyche too much. And when there's hate, maybe just take a step back. You have money for a while,
even
lifetime,
begged to be featured on one. Charlie texted me and was like, "I heard To Die For leaked," Addison recalled. "You know I love that song. Let me do a verse."
Honestly, she's just such a fun person and really fun to hang out with and party with and write with and be creative with. But she has been such a champion of me and so supportive of me and my vision.
Having listed Charlie XCX as one of her biggest musical inspirations in the past, alongside other pop icons such as Beyonce, Taylor Swift, Katy Perry, and of course Britney Spears, who many compare her new 2025 era to. But after dropping Obsessed though, Addison had started taking more studio sessions with different writers and producers, Charlie XCX again being one of them. But prior to Addison releasing her first
when did
EP
Charlie
in
XCX even blow up?
After making the initial decision to hold off on her debut album, Addison's team then shifted their focus back over to acting. Not only landing a role in Eli Roth's slasher film titled Thanksgiving, which in my opinion was a much better movie, but also launching a new Snapchat reality show called Addison Rae Goes Home.
I'm Addison Rae.
I saw this, and like, this is cool and all, but what's funny to me is I didn't know, how can you have a reality show on Snapchat?
But before I was a social media star with more than 80 million followers, I was just Addie from LA, as in Louisiana. We're back!
It's giving Hannah Montana movie. The premise of Addison Rae Goes Home is deliberately to play into this double life world they've created. Can one be famous and from the South? I didn't think it was possible.
Thankfully, this show was never renewed. However, if it weren't again for that twist of destiny though, and her songs leaking, Addison Rae would have quit music.
What people fail to realize, I think though, is that it's not bad to experiment. If you're somebody like her, of her massive platform and size, you have the ability to go out there and try stuff. If you're really big on TikTok and you've made freaking Tupac money, and you can just take that, and you want to try music, go ahead. And you want to try a reality show, go ahead. Let people try stuff. It may go uber viral, it may not. But I don't think it's that
all
always
before
worthy of
achieving
hate.
Billboard success. But the positive feedback from those leaks then led to the release of a short 4-track EP in August of 2023, titled AR. And included at track 2 was the internet's favorite leak, To Die For, but now with an added verse from Charlie XCX. At this point, having ditched internet personalities such as David Dobrik and her former TikTok crowd, and instead now hanging out with established artists and massive mainstream stars, such as Rosalia and the Kardashians.
What the do you do to Courtney to make her so happy?
Honestly, at the beginning we were like, wait, are they...
I'm still thinking that.
Hooking up?
That was the elephant in the room.
No, we're not.
This aspect of Addison's rebrand was very smart in terms of her perception in the eyes of the internet, and for expanding her brand beyond TikTok. However, this was just the start. Thanks to her well-connected producer boyfriend, Omer Fedi, in late 2023, Addison would set up a meeting with Columbia Records CEO Ron Perry, who, as Rolling Stone confirms, she knew through her boyfriend. Perry was apparently impressed and ended up signing Addison to Columbia. Then, in addition to Charlie XCX reaching out and asking Addison Rae for a feature on her Von Dutch remix, this was another huge confidence boost for Addison as an artist.
Charlie XCX is very big now. I think he's not on Billie Eilish level, but he's like
As the year of 2024 rolled around, one day while in LA with her label, Addison Rae would meet the two songwriters who quickly became her go-to squad. And of course, they each come with a jaw-dropping track record of their own, including work with Ariana Grande and Taylor Swift if you weren't convinced.
Wow.
But after instantly hitting it off though, and I know I'm about to butcher these names, Luca Clocher and Elvira would go on to co-write every single song by Addison Rae going forward, working between studios in LA, New York, and also Sweden. But yet, despite being signed to a major label like Columbia, at this point Addison Rae's online reputation was still just a washed-up TikToker that after failing in her first movie, was now resorting back to music only to fail again. However, little did anyone on the internet know, but Addison Rae's next song would forever change everything.
I've never heard
Literally
the song.
the very first day they met, Addison and her new dream team of two girls would together write a Billboard charting hit, the Lana Del Rey-esque low-key banger Diet Pepsi.
I wrote this song with two girls named Luca and Elvira, and they're absolutely incredible writers and producers. And we wrote this song together on the first day that we ever met or worked together. So it was a really magical experience.
A magical experience indeed. Having fully transitioned into that 80s-inspired pop sound and aesthetic, after releasing her second single ever and first while under Columbia, like myself, fans were surprised by Diet Pepsi, and Addison Rae's massive improvement since Obsessed.
Now, with Diet Pepsi, she's caught everyone off guard in the best way. It's like if Britney Spears decided to make a Lana Del Rey song, and it's a perfect rebrand.
Then, in an almost full circle moment, Addison watched as her song Diet Pepsi went viral all over TikTok.
It's really beautiful. I think TikTok has always been such a hub for music.
It has,
and
yeah.
to see my song be a part of,
I
a
think
rotation.
people like Yee and people like Addison Rae, people like that get paid off of TikTok.
That people are interested in making videos to is very flattering.
My fault, girl. I was unfamiliar with your game. The top comment on the music video reads, "Never imagined I would have Addison Rae's song on repeat." Diet Pepsi would mark Addison Rae's first career Billboard Hot 100 entry, peaking as high as number 54 on the charts.
Was on it?
But yet, this
As
still
well,
doesn't
so why
answer
that's
the
so bad.
question.
Not
How was Addison able to pull
Not
this?
that alone. I think it's just the combination of Addison Rae, TikTok fame, Banger, Charlie XCX. It just all
off and not
worked
fail
out.
like her peers.
Social media started and a lot of the people on my team were in the music business. I was like, why not try it again? Right now I'm trying to find my sound and what my voice fits best in.
Unlike Dixie
that
D'Amelio, for
Dixie
example, who
D'Amelio.
tries way too hard to be emotional and just comes off corny, and unlike JoJo Siwa, who has never made anything close to as good as Diet Pepsi. To start, Addison doesn't try to do anything crazy with her music. She simply knows how to play to her strengths in the best way possible. Plus, then you add, as we just learned, all the help she gets behind the scenes with her carefully mapped out music approach. Even going on to perform Diet Pepsi live at Madison Square Garden last year on Charlie XCX's
The Garden?
tour, the world watched as Addison Rae was reinventing herself right in front of our eyes.
The Garden is massive.
First of all, at Madison Square Garden for my second performance ever, which is just unbelievable. So I owe so much to Charlie and Troy for sharing that moment with me and making it so special.
Hi, we're Shiming and Amber. Here's how we created our Pet Steps app for class.
Crossing over was, quote, always the plan, says Addison. But in order to fully do this
Always the plan. I don't know if that's
also meant
true.
leaving her past roots totally behind. As of this video, the only posts Addison Rae makes on her TikTok account are the occasional promo videos for her music or advertisements, because she's still got to get that bag. But again, thankfully, no more cringe dancing.
No! Recorded in silence? Was this during was this during COVID? Dude, in dead silence, by the way, is crazy. Bro's pushing 40 and it's just him and her.
Instead, now
That's
going
funny.
all in on her music. Just 2 months after her breakout single, Diet Pepsi, came the release of Addison's next song, Aquamarine, a track that only continued to grow her artist reputation, with even Lady Gaga posting this TikTok bumping it. Another legend who, as we can see here, Addison clearly looks up to. Her rebrand is so insane, the top comment reads on Aquamarine, but if you were to ask Addison yourself though, she'll tell you that she's never changed.
I think it's so funny. I think I'm still the same as I've always been. I really don't think I've changed that much.
With then one more recent single, High Fashion.
What is this cover? High Fashion. Any reason why it's just the dogs out, or? I mean, I know there's some people out there who wouldn't complain about that,
Valentine's Day. After confirming that her debut album will be dropping here in 2025, some
Yes!
have been going as far as to label Addison Rae's album their most anticipated release of the year. However, certainly not everyone agrees. And despite her newfound success in music, of course, her recent rebrand has also sparked more controversy. Whether Addison agrees or not, going from a G-rated TikToker to now doing what she's doing is going to raise eyebrows every time.
It's not edgy. It's just a more sexual.
One look at Addison Rae's Instagram page, and you'll see that it's full of pictures she would have never even taken just 5 years ago, such as this one basically nude, or this one with Pepsi cans as the only thing covering her chest, along with then having seemingly picked up the new habit of smoking, sharing this viral video here ripping a cig between her toes.
Why between the toes?
While some fans see all of this as Addison breaking into adulthood, even comparing her to Miley Cyrus's former era, others, on the other hand, not so much. I feel like she's trying way too hard to be this brat messy girl, another user argues. The music is okay, but her new look is trashy. Now, it's also important to note that back in 2022, this messy attitude landed her in more trouble. After posting this picture here, an advertisement in partnership with Adidas, she was instantly met with pushback due to the words Father and Son of the Holy Trinity printed across her chest. And despite comments on every single post of hers about being under the influence of drugs, specifically the snowy white powder, according to her interview with Rolling Stone, Addison will smoke weed occasionally. But regardless of the gossipy assumptions online, she definitely does not do coke. The truth is, no matter what Addison Rae does do, she will never be able to please everyone. Going from a
100%.
TikTok star to mainstream celebrity and artist is extremely difficult to pull off. However, if there's one thing we just learned, this girl does not give up.
Yeah, she probably has the biggest chance of doing it. W video, though. W stream, y'all. 23 views. Appreciate all of y'all for stopping by, y'all.
The deadliest zoo attacks when animals...
W Joe Bart. Go check him out. I appreciate all of y'all. It was a blast. I'm glad I was able to come home from work and get some time in streaming with y'all and talking with chat. So, I love all of y'all. Appreciate all of y'all. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed, y'all. 20K is the goal.